Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Cesar Cornejo, Weather Rate certified 10 years in a row.
Okay, Cesar, so we are talking about Labor Day weekend weather. Earlier I asked you what was going on. You said just kind of hot and smoky is sort of the headlines to talk about.
Nick, it really is. So we continue to see with our There For You weather headlines that, again, smoky skies still continue for us. We've seen them today. They'll continue for a little bit more throughout this weekend. Continuing to warm up also, and I'll have a little bit of a preview on what the temperatures will look like for parts of our area here on Labor Day. And then we'll see, is there rain on the way? Well, the 7-day forecast may shock you as we do go a bit more into the next work week. Right now, we're looking outside the Doterra Salt Lake City downtown camera. Again, a little bit of haze still hanging around, and that makes sense. We're seeing a little bit of that westerly flow still going on, bringing in some of the smoke, most of it over more towards the eastern Nevada side in the thicker plume. So, Elka, we do have that air quality alert still in place. But what can we expect as we go about the next few hours and into Sunday and Monday? Well, we still see that smoke continues to be prevalent for us. So, there at times can be some heavier smoke. So as we look at the air quality report for tomorrow, we're expecting to stay around the Wasatch Front in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category, but then even some moderate for parts of the Uinta Basin and the rest of the northern Utah, and we can expect that in southwest Utah as well. So once again, it'll be hazy, and if you're going out to the national parks, while temperatures may be a little bit on the cooler side, we're still expecting to see some haze really hanging around. So that's the one thing you may want to just focus on if you do expect to go out there. Could be a little bit of an irritant. Again, we're looking at Labor Day. Let's say hiking isn't your thing, going to the national parks. Well, Labor Day, look at that. Pretty great out there. You can go enjoy the boat, hang out. But there was one major thing that did happen on Thursday. There was a tornado that happened in parts of Salt Lake and Davis County. And as that storm system that moved through really made its way through, it was quite strong. It brought in some strong winds, and it has been rated, at least right now, an EF1. So we have seen some damage to property. No one has been injured or anything of that sort. So again, that is something that we do still expect to kind of have hanging around. It wasn't the best kind of situation, especially given the fact that it was quite a wet and damp day. And that's why when we look so far from this video sent in by Jacqueline, you could barely make out anything besides some of the winds just kind of turning out there. And of course, that's why we always mention just keep an eye to the sky and always stay weather aware when there is the possibility for severe weather always happening. As we take a look at regional forecast for tonight and tomorrow, we're expecting to see that we have temperatures still hanging around the 50s and then going into the 80s and 90s once again for us going into Sunday. And as we look at St. George's 7-day forecast, triple-digit heat still continues for us as we continue going about the next few days. Some sunshine, and then we start to see the return of monsoon moisture going into Thursday and Friday for us as we continue to see some breezy conditions. Wasatch Front, we're expecting to stay a little bit hot and hazy. Temperatures staying around the mid to low 90s, and then we start to cool down by Thursday and Friday when we start to see the return of some monsoon moisture for ourselves as we continue about the week. Over to you, Nick.